Kamusta mga kababayan ko job seekers at naghahanap ng opportunities papunta dito sa Canada? Ngayong araw na ito, I'm excited to share with you this information about the Caregiver Nanny Program. Kung meron po akong in-upload noon na video about this program, disregard nyo na po yon. Ito po ang mas updated na vlog. Kasi marami pong changes about this program at ito ang mga magandang balita na gusto kong i-share sa inyo right away. Unang-una, no age limit. Pangalawa, hindi nyo po kailangan ng LMIA or LAMIA. Ito po yung ginagamit ng mga employers para makapag-hire ng temporary foreign workers. Pangatlo, open work permit po ito. Ibig sabihin, pwede po kayong mag-apply sa ibang employer or pwede kayong mag-part-time sa iba. Pang-apat, no experience needed. Panlima, family nyo po pwede nyo isama dito at pwede po sila magkaroon ng open work permit or study permit. At pang-anim, this is a pathway to permanent residency. Isn't that amazing mga kababayan? At yan ang ating pag-uusapan for today. Tagal ko nang hindi nakakapagpalipad ng drone para alam nyo kung nasan ako ngayong lugar. Ang lakas ng hangin dito, so siguro either sa bahay na lang ako magba-vlog dahil ayaw talaga yata ang pagbigyan mag-vlog sa labas kasi napakahangin, napapalad yung aking camera. Doon nga pala sa mga bago pala sa akin channel, ang mga pinag-uusapan namin dito is patungkol sa trabaho, opportunities at iba't ibang ways kung paano kayo makakapunta dito sa Canada. So please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell para ma-notify kayo once na may bago akong video na na-upload. Kasi sayang naman ang bawat opportunities, katulad na lang nito. Pero okay, sa bahay na siguro.
We'll look at the weather right after the news.
So, punta na po tayo dito sa official website ng Immigration ng Canada, which is the cic.gc.ca. Yung link ipoprovide ko rin below para ma-check nyo po. Pagka tinype nyo po yung cic.gc.ca, bababa lang po tayo at i-click po natin yung word na immigrate. Once na naklik po natin yan, magbubukas po siya ng different page. So, dun po, makikita nyo sa ilalim yung salitang caregivers. Click po natin yan. Ibababa lang po natin at makikita nyo po Home Child Care Provider Pilot and Home Support Worker Pilot. Nakalagay po dito, we're still accepting applications under the Home Child Care Provider Pilot or Home Support Worker. You may be able to apply for permanent residence through these pilots if you meet the eligibility requirements and have a job offer to work in one of these occupations. Through these pilots, you'll get an open work permit. Yan ang isang magandang balita dito na sinasabi ko. Open work permit po ito. To come to Canada and work temporarily, this work permit is occupation restricted. Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? Ibig pong sabihin, kahit na kayo ay open work permit, pwede lang po kayong mag-apply sa different employer of the same category. Halimbawa po ay caregiver. Di caregiver din po ang applyan nyo. Hindi po kayo pwede mag-apply as a service crew sa McDonald's. Dapat parehas po ng occupation. Doesn't need a labor market impact assessment. Hindi po kailangan ng LMIA from the employer. Ang kailangan nyo lang po is a valid job offer. Lets you get to work experience you need to be eligible for permanent residence. Ngayon, balik po tayo dun sa nakalagay na Home Child Care provider pilot or home support worker, i-click po natin yan para malaman po natin yung mga details. So since hindi pa po kayo nakakapagtrabaho dito sa Canada, ang pupuntahan po natin is you don't have any qualifying work experience. Yun po yung i-click natin mamaya. Ipapakita ko lang po sa inyo kung ano yung NOC codes or yung mga occupations under this category. I-click po natin, nakalagay po kasi dito, Home Child Care Provider NOC 4411. Experience as a foster parent doesn't count. Hindi po kasama yun ha. At saka yung Home Support Worker NOC 4412, experience as a housekeeper doesn't count. So yung mga kababayan nating housekeeper, hindi po ito yung a-applyan nyo. Ito lang po ay para do sa mga home child care provider or do sa mga caregivers po. Iklaro po natin ano yung mga sinasabi under the National Occupation Classification dito. Click po natin yan at i-search natin by NOC code. Tapos, ang sabi, di ba, is 4411. Tapos, tingnan po natin kung ano yung mga occupations under that. Babysitter po, child care live-in caregiver, child care provider, private home, nanny, parents helper, inclusion, babysitter, sa fitness center, babysitter shopping center. Sinabi po, di ba kanina na hindi kasama yung foster parent. So yan po ha, ang mga under sa 4411 na NOC code. Ang hanapin naman po natin is yung 4412. And under that, nakalagay po is attendant for person with disabilities, home care, family caregiver, home support worker, housekeeper po. Sinabi rin natin, hindi pa po kayo kasama under this program. Live-in caregiver sa seniors, personal aid, home support, personal care attendant, home care, respite worker, home support. So yan po yung mga under dun sa NOC codes na binanggit po natin. So balik po tayo dun. At i-click naman po natin is you don't have any qualifying work experience kasi wala pa, di ba mga kababayan? You've never worked full-time as a caregiver in Canada. Ito po, yung step-by-step na procedure na dapat nyong i-follow. Ang pag-uusapan lang po natin is 1 to 6. Umpisa na po natin about the process. Nakalagay po dito, if you don't have any qualifying work experience, you can apply for permanent residence through the Home Child Care Provider Pilot or the Home Support Worker Pilot. Pwede po kayong maging permanent resident once na nakuha nyo na po yung qualifying na work experience. Paano yung proseso? You apply to either the Home Child Care Provider Pilot or the Home Support Worker Pilot depending on which occupation you plan to work in. You submit a work permit application together with your permanent residence. Number 3, if you meet the requirements, you get a work permit to work in Canada temporarily. The work permit you get is an occupation restricted open work permit and lets you work as a caregiver for any employer. Get at least 24 months of work experience to qualify for permanent residence. So 24 months po or 2 years po ang kailangan nyo para makapag-apply kayo for permanent residence. Number 6, you send us proof of your work experience once you have enough. And then 7, they will make a final decision based on your applications. Ito po family members are also eligible to come with you to Canada if they want to work or study while in Canada. You can include their work or study permit applications with your applications. Yan po ang sinasabi kong isa pang magandang balita dito. Number 2 na po. Who can apply? Eligibility. You may be eligible to apply for the Home Child Care Provider Pilot or Home Support Worker Pilot if you have a genuine and valid job offer, are able to do the job. So yun lang po requirements. Kaya nyong gampanan or gawin yung job. Anong ibig sabihin nun? I-click natin. Ang ibig po sabihin, we use any past experience. So advantage po kung may experience kayo or training. Diba? Nakalagay po ay or, ibig sabihin, pwedeng experience, pwede pong training lang. You have to decide if you are able to do the work described in NOC job description lead statement. So sana po, klaro yun Nakasulat naman po at binasa natin. Ngayon, balikan po natin. kailangan nyo pong ma-meet yung language level. Ano po ba yung language level? The minimum language skill is CLB 5 lang po in all categories like writing, reading, listening, and speaking. Kailangan po makuha nyo yung 5 na score for that. And then, meet the education requirement. Sa education, nakalagay po, you must have a completed post-secondary education credential of at least 1 year in Canada. If you don't have a Canadian education credential, you need to get your foreign education credential assessment. Kailangan pong ipa-assess yung ating mga credentials para malaman po natin kung pasok tayo under the education qualification. Tapos, next na po tayo, take a language test. Napag-usapan na natin yan. Number 4, get your education assessed. Nasabi na rin po natin. And number 5 na po tayo, how to apply. Paano nga ba tayo mag-a-apply? Click po natin yan. Ito po nakalagay dito, may questionnaire. Where are you applying from? Outside Canada, syempre. Kung outside Canada, same step pa rin. Get a valid job offer. Yan po ang very important. Get the instruction guide. Basahin nyo pong mabuti yung instruction guide. Andito po kasi yung step-by-step procedures, yung mga kailangan yung fill upan na form, at make sure po na binasa nyong mabuti. Hindi ko na po babasahin niya kasi napakahaba po niyan. Bibigyan ko na lang po kayo ng assignment na basahin nyo po in full details itong instruction guide for applicants outside of Canada. So number 3 po, complete your applications. Nakalagay po dito, answer all questions carefully, completely, and truthfully. Huwag po kayo magsisinungaling. Very important. Makinig po kayo. There are serious consequences if you misrepresent yourself or leave out relevant information on your applications. So, I hope klaro yan mga kababayan. Step 4, pay your application fees. Ipapakita ko po sa inyo kung magkano yung inyong babayaran. I-click po natin yung pay your fees online. Ito po, lalabas yung questionnaire, how to pay your fees, where are you paying from? I-click po natin yan. At syempre, hanapin natin yung bansa natin. Philippines. Tapos, what type of application are you submitting? Click po natin yan. Ito po ang i-click natin, temporary residence. Once na naklik niyo po yan, what are you paying for? So, i-select natin. Ang kailangan po natin bayaran ay work permit. Get payment instructions. Sa work permit po is $155 per person. At dito po kayo magbabayad. Nakalagay po, how to pay your fees. Nandito po yung instructions. At pay and apply online. Ayan po, magka-create po kayo ng account or magsa-sign in kayo. Dito po kayo magbabayad. Hindi po kayo magbabayad sa employer. Kung meron naniningil sa inyong employer, ay hindi po legit yan. At ito pa po yung ibang kailangan nyong kunin at bayarin. You have to pay third parties if you need a medical exam. Ayan po. Police certificate. Siyempre, babayad kayo ng IELTS. At saka yung educational credential assessment. Yan po yung iba pang inyong babayaran. Step 5. Submit your application. Make sure you answer all questions. Sign your application and all forms. Include your fee payment receipt and include all the supporting documents. Take note po ito before you submit any applications. Make sure you don't forget anything. If you forget something, your application will be sent back to you. Ito po yung nagpapatagal sa ating mga applications. Pag kulang-kulang ang ating mga requirements or mga documents, ibabalik po sa inyo ng buo, di magpapabalik-balik po tayo. Hahaba ang proseso. And mail your complete application to the appropriate address at the Case Processing Center in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Don't send your application to any other processing center or immigration office. Dito lang po kayo magsasend. Andito po yung instruction. Tapos i-click na po natin after you apply. Ito may biometrics, may processing your applications, kung paano mag-fill up, decision on your permit application. We make decision on your work permit application based on whether you meet the eligibility criteria, if you submitted a complete application, and if you are admissible to Canada. We'll contact you if you need to send more documents. Now, if your application for work permit is approved, You get a letter that says you are allowed to work in Canada. Bring this letter with you when you travel to Canada. The letter is not a work permit. You get your work permit when you arrive in Canada. Dito na po i-issue sa inyo yung inyong work permit. Ito po yung arrival procedure na andito rin po. Hindi na po natin i-discuss yan. Ang very important po ay ma-approve kayo at the rest is, syempre, pag-aralan nyo na lang po pagka papunta na kayo dito sa Canada. Very important din po na basahin ninyo yon para alam nyo po yung procedure, ano yung gagawin nyo, hindi kayo malilito pagdating nyo dito sa Canada. And that's it for me mga kababayan. I hope na at least nabigyan ko kayo ng konting idea on how you can apply if you are aspiring to be a caregiver or nanny here in Canada. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, marami pang tips, maraming opportunities, mga trabahong i-update ko sa inyo. I will see you on my next video. But before that, syempre, mag-shoutout muna tayo sa ating mga kababayan. Umpisahan na natin. Kay Mitch Bueno, early bird ulit. God bless sir, stay safe. Kay Brenda Fakat, hi kuya, first comment shoutout po, watching here. Kay Ronel Reyes, good day sir Sok. Kay The N&A Acoustic Session, hello Sir Sok, watching from Taguig. Kay Clarissa Termulio, hello po, keep safe po always. Hoping to see you soon in Canada. Oy, I'm hoping to see you soon din. Yung mga subscribers natin, syempre gusto ko kayong makita dito at ma-interview ko kayo. Kay Justin Santos, God bless sir, shout out po next video. Kay Irene Tagle, hi Lods, pa shout out. Always watching your vlog, currently working here in Taiwan. Kay Lisa De Flor Saul, kay Will and Les, kay Mitch Elises, sana makarating din po ako ng Canada. Kay Mark Anthony Calde, kay Jovel Abbas, watching from Japan sir, God bless. Kay Raf Valdepena, kay Joel Tambio, kay Michael Del Rosario, ang ganda pala dyan sir, God bless you always. Kay Josephine Pelone, watching from Singapore, thank you for inspiring us to pursue our dreams with God's grace and willingness. See you there in Canada, sir. Kay Ariel De Losata Sr., kay John Glenn Ortinero, kay Ludi Sanchez from La Union, stay safe. Oh, stay safe din, kabayan. Kay Vic S. Wow, sir, I've never been so early watching YouTube. Be safe always po. Thanks for tips and inspiration. God bless po. Kudos sa mga Pinoy na walang arte kahit anong work regardless of educational attainment as long as marangal. Kay Glo Palmones, galing naman ni Kuya, ingat po. At kay Roy. So, yun lang mga kababayan.